So before playing my European Vintage League match, I joined one to play just one game for fun with the blue, red, white Delver. And well, no, I'm not going to keep this. And well, I don't like this either, but let's just keep it. Just for fun, anyway. Well, my Delver can get misstep, my land can get destroyed, and I'll be screwed, but well, we still have game 2. So, what is going to happen to my Delver of Secrets? Well, it's on the stack for quite a long time, and it's getting misstep. Okay. Well, I don't mind. Sliver Hive. And a while. I don't have a mental misstep, unfortunately, but I've got Stony Silence. But I still need a land. My opponent played mental misstep on Delver, so let's hope that he doesn't have another one. Oh, a land is a good thing, and Pyroblast is probably not going to do much. But so I can shuffle that away. If I remember to crack my fetch land at the end of my opponent's turn. Okay. No. Okay, I'm not going to play Stony Silence, obviously. Well, I can shuffle still and draw the land of the top. And he's not playing, or they're not playing anything, so that's good. Because Galar, the sliver would be a problem. It might actually be put into play. And if that will be the case, then, well, let's see. I'll try playing Stony Silence. I can deal with the flying sliver, but if crystalline sliver shows up, then I'm probably screwed. Or rather, the only way how to win the game afterwards is just, well, racing all those slivers, which is quite difficult to do. Oh, I actually got rid of one. Well, that means that my opponent already has the card in his hand, so I can expect it. So I need Young Pyromancer now. Oh, yeah, I drew it. Okay, well, I'm not dead yet. Okay, it resolved, that's a good thing. I don't know if my opponent has some kind of removal in his deck. Anyway, he's got just Sliver Hive in play, and I doubt that he's playing anything for colorless mana. Well, I'll take 2 because I'd like to try to play Lightning Bolt and Treasure Cruise, or I'll take 3 in this case with Predatory Sliver or Sinew Sliver. Fetchland, that's good. That means I can play Treasure Cruise and Chase, but well, let's see. I will play Treasure Cruise, which doesn't really help Chase flip, but anyway, now I'd rather have the looting ability. Okay. I'll get my elemental. And something is probably going to happen. Since my opponent is thinking. Okay, this is better. Well, if they have force of will, then they will be left with one card, and that means should possibly be able to race. And okay, here's force of will. Okay, I won't get my free cards, but I still have lightning bolt, which will be good if I want to block a sinew sliver that I can actually kill. Unless another one would show up, I can attack. I don't think that they're going... Well, actually they're going to trade. Okay. So I will pull the Hame Crate and token and hopefully block the crystalline sliver next turn. But if they don't have the green one or the other one, muscle sliver or whatever, then they'll just stay home. And Pyroblast. Okay, it's probably not going to do much. It can actually hit the Gale Rider sliver, which is actually pretty bad, because that gives all slivers flying, and then I just can't do anything. Okay, this one is a rather surprise. I wouldn't expect this sliver in the deck. It's a bit expensive. Well, certainly for vintage. And well, it's probably just a splashed one, or I don't know. Well, the good thing for me is that there won't be any Lord or Sliver Lord, so I'll just take 2 and draw a cantrip. Cool. Let's look for Young Pyromancer. Okay, that's not a Pyromancer. By means I can draw several cards. Ta-da! So let's play Gush and see. Okay, then I'll have to play Preordain as well, but I can loot. I can, because I can flip my Delver, okay, Jace. And I don't need the fetch land, I guess, huh? I actually need my life total to be the highest possible now. Okay, Preordain it is, then. I won't be able to play Pyromancer if I drew it now, but still it would be good if it would... I want my Shaman. Come on. No. Okay. Bottom. And Preordain. Okay. I've got one more attempt at finding Young Pyromancer. Haha, here it is, and there's Force of Will. That's cool. That will come handy. Okay, should use Jace before I pass. That's it. And hopefully no more slivers will come into play. Cool. Yeah, maybe I should have set auto yield for this. Ta-da-da. Combat. I can block. I would be actually relatively afraid if the vial would be on 2, but on a 3 I can't really think of too many slivers that would be actually good. Well, I mean in bond colors. Obviously, my opponent has necrotic sliver there, but I think that's just the deck is probably just blue, white, green. Okay, I can up the chase because I don't have a land, so I could play Treasure Cruise and try to hit the land a bit. No, I can just wait. If need be, I can Pyroblast and mental misstep that Pyroblast and block the sliver. But we'll see. They have 4 cards in their hand, 1 creature in play that is rather annoying, but still I can block it. In a very strange way, but I can. Or I can just, take 2. Because I'm still winning the damage race with Chase in play. So... okay. I'll just... Christmas, as someone would say. 2 Pyromancers is better than 1. That makes it actually pretty good. Okay, I'll try attacking and let's see what happens. Oh, they actually have a creature that costs 3 mana. Harmonic Sliver. That will destroy either while. It's actually a funny one. Well, I can trade with that, but first I should create my 2 tokens. Or rather, 4 tokens. That's better, I guess. Okay, so how do I do this? I hold control and play the spell. And then I'll try to counter it. Because now I know that my opponent is rather screwed because they can just play Color Sliver. I doubt that they have another 1-drop there, maybe, but I doubt that since they are playing Mental Misstep and some power cards and stuff. I guess there's no room for that. Oh. Okay, this game was actually pretty funny. Okay, game 2. What can I cite? Well, Stony Silence. Mental Misstep, well, for Vile Misstep and Ancestor Recall, like... I don't really have anything. I can put Containment Priests in, because that's a creature that can block at 2/2. I don't really need probes when I am on draw. And Pyroblast, even though it was quite nice now, it's probably not going to do much. Yeah, it can hit Force of Will, but I just need to be faster and kill some of those creatures, and the best way to do that is to block. Yeah, I wonder how many Lords he's got in his deck, because there are, I don't know, there are like 3 at least. The 2 mana ones. This looks good. My opponent just typed that Shops players get really salty when they play against him. And well, I can actually imagine that. I remember that someone was telling me that he played against this guy, and He was actually swearing quite a bit. He was on shops and he didn't tell me what happened, but I can imagine that. And Joe was also quite not pleased playing against Slivers. And well, I can imagine why. I mean, my deck cannot really deal with it either. I can just attack and well, being faster with a deck that is not really, I mean, this is the most aggressive deck I have, but still the Slivers are kinda, well, more aggressive. I will try to misstep, and then my opponent will force, and he had Flusterstorm in his hand. Okay. So we are down to 3 cards and 4 cards. And I drew a land, okay. But I still have my Pyromancer, and I will hope that the rest of his cards are like, well, a land and counterspell or something. Well, hopefully not another Force of Will. Even though we would be both in top deck mode, and I would have Gush. Blooded Strands. A sliver can happen. A blue one or a white one. And that's not a sliver. Okay. I don't mind. Ancestorical. Oh, that was actually good. Okay. It was rather lucky. Okay. How about Stony Sounds. Okay, I might actually just try to play Stony Silence instead of my Pyromancer. And if he's going to have Force of Will, then I'm fine, because then I can play my Pyromancer. And if it sticks, then I'll just have to play his Slivers. Which also means I can counter them. Not that I would have any counter spell in my hand, obviously, but planes. Crystalline Sliver, or Sinew Sliver. Okay, the first one. Well, it is route, so my lightning bolts won't do much. Yeah, cool. I just played Stony Silence and I draw Moxify. Cool. Anyway, let's try Young Pyromancer. Swords to Plowshare, so it's actually playing removal. Okay. Let's see if I can draw Mental Misstep or not. And if not, then I'll just have... okay, that doesn't really look good. And here's the flying one. That's pretty bad. Now I need to be really lucky. I need a cantrip, for starters. Okay, no. I can attack. Cool, because the vial doesn't actually do anything. Which isn't ideal, but... if the creatures will stay 2-2 and 1-1, there's still possibility that I can actually win. But for that I need to draw Young Pyromancer, my opponent needs to draw blanks, and you know. For so well, I can at least counter something. And I can attack for 1. Yeah, draw another vial. That will be a good draw. Ha! I'm saved. Maybe. But I have also will to back it up, so... Ta-da! It's resolved. Cool. So... he needs 3 turns to kill me, and... well... I need like... 4. Okay, so... the best thing I can do is... lightning bolt him... and hope that I draw either Time Walk or... something I can actually play and create a token... and then create another one. I have... in the worst case scenario, I have Moxifier that I can counter. But it means that... well... I need to avoid swords, I need to avoid the muscle sliver, predator sliver, or whatever, and... yeah, this is good. It still gives me the possibility to win. Ah, okay, that's the opponent from the European Vintage League. Oh, lovely. Okay, I don't need Jace, doesn't attack. But the young parents, it's 2, 4, 6, 7. I'll attack for 4. So I need 1 more damage, which means 1 more elemental. Well, in that case, I'll just have to play that Mox and counter it. And I'll have exactly 4 life and I should stay at 1 with a bit of luck. Okay, so let's do this. Same story like in game 1. Press and hold control, play Mox, cast Force of Will on my own spell, and just hope. Yeah, I got an elemental, yeah. Well, well, I mean, he can still block, but he would lose all the creatures since he didn't play NA, then it should be the game, but... yeah, this was very funny. My opponent is typing that he needed to top deck a green mana source so he could play it one of the predatory sliver or muscle sliver. So that was a, well, a funny match, not the usual vintage one. So see you next time.